sunlight has turned to grey, and I feel like I'm losing love again. I don't know how I'm here, and it's you that I wanna need. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking good. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking good. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna be, and it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna need. And it's you that I wanna need. You that I wanna need. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking good. Feel your heartbeat, feel somewhere you're looking good. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna be, and it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna need. And I know now we're getting older. The world we built is slipping through our fingers. We're running out of time. But you are the one I've chosen, and I won't lay still, living left behind, imprisoned by this love. I could feel your heartbeat, I could feel somewhere you're looking down. I could feel your heartbeat, I could feel somewhere you're looking down. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna breathe, and it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna need.
Alright, hopefully someone can hear me somewhere. Alright, hopefully now y'all can hear me. But it just don't want to work at all. So, you guys are hearing the audio through my webcam. Hi, webcam! Alright, so anyways, that's really annoying because I'm sure the audio quality sounds completely different. So, I might have to actually restart the computer, but I'm going to do that after I'm done delivering this package, so. I mean, we got the more important part out of the way. We got me set up so that way y'all can hear me again, so that's at least some of the good news. And let me go right down the list here. Thank you very much for the hosts there, Willow. So don't be shy, folks. Feel free to put in some song requests. As for me, I was actually playing earlier this morning before I went out to find out what places were actually open on Christmas Day because we ate all of our food in the area. So yeah, I'll have to fix it after I'm done playing ATS. I'm actually going to be switching on over to playing. Haven't quite decided yet on what I'm going to call this. Oh, wait, I could have just avoided this little bit of stop, but alright, moving on. But anyways, on the list for today, I'm actually going to be hunkering down and playing a little bit of Shadow of War, which is the game that I got from my little brother for this Christmas. So those of you that are Lord of the Rings fans, rejoice! Now, I've already played, the other Shadow of Mordor, and, gotta say, I enjoyed it. Although the Shadow of War is going to be a smidge different. Aw, I look better on a bigger screen? Well, thank you, Rennie. Well, I guess I do sound a smidge better, but granted, my condenser mic is actually between me and the camera's mic pickup, so you probably not get as much pop from it. And I also have the fan turned off in my room too, because the dog, I think she's a bit cold. So I actually, instead of having the heater turned on today, I have the AC, so. Well, what do you plan on trying to play there, Willow? Are you planning on playing some of the games you got for Christmas, or something different? Well, there's plenty of other games that you could probably enjoy. Now, for me, I have to actually do all my viewing on a second computer, nonetheless. So, as my character's yawning, making me want to yawn. Oh, and for those of you interested, this new keyboard I got actually does analytics for how many times I press a key and whatnot. So I've already tried doing American Truck Driving Simulator, so those of you that happen to be on my personal Discord, go ahead and hop on over to the ATS channel and check out the actual statistics of how many times I press keys while I'm playing this game. Like it says key presses within a minute. Ah, Lego Harry Potter. That's an interesting choice. Good question. How was my Christmas? It wasn't too bad. I mean, we technically celebrated a smidge early, so I was already unwrapping gifts on Saturday. So, and as most of y'all saw, I actually shared photos of what it is I got for Christmas. So I got a new pop filter for my condenser mic, and even though the condenser mic's not working right now, this is very awkward. Then got a new mouse, new keyboard, a couple macro keyboards. Got some real books for me to continue working up on my jazz repertoire for piano. But my niece, all she wanted to hear me play was Christmas tunes on the piano all day yesterday, so it got pretty interesting. And then also, those of you that also saw, I actually shared a photo of my niece actually playing on the Xbox 360 that I've had for years. She wanted to play Ilo Milo, it's a puzzle game. 3D puzzle game, I might add. So, very, very complicated puzzle game. Even though she can't read yet, she was eager to try and play it. you do realize that the PS4 is not a new computer that allows you to handle all the gaming necessities and needs. After all, you've been mentioning how you wanted to actually jump in and play games with me for my live broadcasts. PS4 is not exactly going to accommodate for that, since you can't really do cross-platform gaming. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I did not kick my soda drinking habit. I'm back now on soda again, so yay. Speaking of which, Rennie, did you get anything good for Christmas? Did you get yourself something pretty? Yeah, you weren't following me. Oh, whoa, wait. Where did I... Ah! I struck a cop! I was busy reading chat and I struck a cop. Oh, that's the best time to follow. Seeing me screw up and violating traffic laws, causing accidents. Nah, I figured I'd stay away from multiplayer for today because I wanted to just try and get as much done as quickly as possible. So, plus following the rules of the traffic, rules of the road is a little bit easier to do when you actually have spare traffic rather than trolls. So, plus I got a brand new keyboard and mouse, so last thing I want to do is suddenly break it over being so enraged from a troll player. Yes, thanks, Rennie. I'm aware it's not GTA. But let's see. Oh, finally got the family in for playing Quiplash and all that. So then it was later on announced by our family that we thought we knew one another until we started playing Quiplash. So those of you that are always looking for family party events to do, always pull out some interesting games and see how well you know your family. What? But whoa, whoa, you just got here. Why are you leaving? Why you leave me? Why you leave me, whoa, whoa? You will make me so sad. Well, anyways, if you do have to leave now, Toodles, thank you very much for stopping by nonetheless. Yeah, we're just delivering Christmas presents for this one delivery, and then I'm actually getting off and troubleshooting why my OBS doesn't want to recognize my Getty mic. But nonetheless, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for the follow there, whoa whoa. Again, don't be shy, folks. You can choose the music for today. Although it might be short-lived, because basically I happen to have only this one delivery that I'm doing today, and then getting off, and then troubleshooting, and then coming back with a different game where I'm not even going to have the music selection open. So those of you that like to choose and play DJ for the day, now's your chance to kick back and have a little fun. Oh, Rennie, do me a favor. Type in song request Robot Jazz Band. It's actually now one of my new personal favorites now. Right up alongside Sugar Rush. Thank you. Finally, the little car got the hint. well, looks like Hijinks just sent me some Christmas gifts. I'll check those out after stream.
Oh, that's nice of her, Jinx. I was looking after us fellow streamers.
I mean, granted, I did kind of send him an earlier Christmas gift, which was the Oriental Empires, which, as we all know, had very relaxing music. And it's actually quite fun, too. Oh my gosh, that's one of those. Actually, that's a copy of the Elder Scrolls Online. I was thinking about actually gifting out for a giveaway. I was actually thinking of actually jumping back into the Elder Scrolls Online and probably even streaming it, and possibly giving away the Tamriel edition to everyone. But
Looks like y'all already got it. You don't need to join in for the next giveaway, apparently.
I'm just kidding. I still haven't decided. It's to be, decided when it happens next. So it will happen when it happens. Actually, come to think of it, I'm actually in that game, Tamriel Unlimited, or actually in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm actually married to somebody in that game, so we. Come on, you stupid car, you're supposed to get out of the way. Besides, you're practically stopped. Oh, it's 30 miles an hour. Well, so what? Still, you were practically stopped. Well, James, here's the thing. If you happen to hang out with folks enough, or you happen to do enough to actually be a great addition to their lives, usually folks will end up starting to send you plenty of gifts. So usually that's in one way of support or something or another. For me, games are what makes the world go round. The best way to distract somebody from the problems is always in a video game, in my opinion. And a true sign of a true friend is when somebody gives you a game that you truly need. One that that's there to actually help brighten your day when things seem darkest. Even if it is going to just sit in the back burner. But sometimes also friends will actually send video games as a way of saying thank you. Now, depending on the game, it's either thank you or I hate you. It's always depending on the game. So... Plus, you said that you got a PlayStation 4, so that's going to be even harder for people to gift you games, so... You have a friend that gifted you Honey Pop, but you still have no clue. Well, it's funny thing is, Honey Pop is still on the recommended ban list for any games any broadcasters cannot play. But there's a few others out there that haven't quite made the list. Although there are some dating sim ones out there that I've gotten as gifts from a few others, and some of them have some really good story elements to them. So. I haven't fully finished Highway Blossoms, but ooh, goodness, it's a good story. And yes, I talk about the game that's Highway Blossoms, basically where you're driving through New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Basically, do it during a treasure hunt sort of thing. It's a great story. So if anyone's looking for a great story, between two girls just meet at random, I recommend it. Although probably not to James and Willow. You're old enough. Yeah, you might actually enjoy it. That's any trucker's dream. Sleep with all the women he meets at every single diner. Hey, James, watch the language, boy. You're one of the few individuals that we're trying to keep from, learning that sort of language. Oh, shame on you, James, especially on Christmas. Shall I come over to your place, James, and scrub your knuckles bare with an SOS pad? But essentially, yeah, the whole point of most of these dating games is that are actually currently banned from Twitch is your goal is to sleep with as many women as possible, or basically make sure you have all the fun that you can. You have some SOS pads? Well, good. Go scrub his knuckles for me then. Teach that boy that he shouldn't be calling people sluts. Yeah, it is. It's normally one of the first things that happens to get blocked, but I actually had to remove it because every single time I tried to actually use my phone for chat from time to time, when I try and type in slot machines, it suddenly puts in slut machine. So, you know, from technical oopsies while trying to play Quiplash or Fake Out or Fibbage in those Jackbox games. James, I'm just giving you a little bit of a hard time, boy. If you want to, you can still select all the music.
Well, thank you. I need all the resting pieces I could possibly get.
Actually, I woke up from a nightmare today. So I'm glad that I have the entire week off, and all I'm gonna do is just play video games for the most part. I'm not even planning to except maybe leave the house just to quickly grab food, and that's about it. I even gotta wake up to an alarm. That's the reason why you don't see a broadcast schedule right now, is because I don't have to go to work, and the last thing I want to do is wake up to an alarm. The one for you, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I actually have never read that before. Although, then again, the last book I did read, which was The Elder Scrolls, The Infernal City, and The City in the Sky. Very, very good reads for those of you that happen to be fans of the Elder Scrolls series. That's a good point, Willow. They do have some very good lore content writers for the Elder Scrolls series, and Bethesda did a fabulous job. I will give them props for that. Although Fallout actually has some pretty good reading moments, although granted the lore keeps falling back in on itself. But me personally, I enjoy the Fallout that's FPS style more than the RTS real-time strategy or the turn-based strategy. But I still enjoy the RP elements to it, nonetheless. I mean, it's still all enjoyable, but Bethesda does a great job of doing story arcs more than anything else, but there's just times where story isn't exactly needed, or you look look at how a story is done, and you just have to go, you do realize we could have shaved almost 40 hours off this game if we just would have let one person do this thing instead of, forcing them to say, no, you can't do that, or it wasn't even a thought concept for possible question and answer. Sorry, well, I have to actually pause the game in order to read your sentence. So, you were playing Skyrim and you learned about the Will-o'-the-Wisps from another of their other games by reading random books you found. Skyrim side quests too many. Talk to every NPC, then repeat 2,000 times to make sure there's no quest you missed. Visit every location. Yeah, there's always plenty to do in Skyrim. Which is what they've always done a very good job of doing. As for me, I'm really hoping that. I mean, there's been a little bit of give and take. I mean, some folks have actually said that Skyrim and Fallout should not be, mixed matched the same way as a genre style, and I'd kind of agree on that. Because Skyrim, there's going to be plenty of lore. Fallout, it's a post-apocalyptic future sort of thing, so there should be plenty of lore, but it should be 100% complete. And they do somewhat of a good job, but they keep on forgetting the lore each time they release a new version of the game. Oh, you got bored with Skyrim? Well, there's plenty you can actually have fun with doing. All you gotta do is just create your own little adventure to do with it. I mean, for me, it was more of pretty much turning it into a hunting challenge. Hunting down bandits, clearing out bandit camps. Except that's kind of about the same for raiders and Fallout. Basically, if I could, I would actually play Fallout with a bow and arrow, but they don't allow it, so I gotta make do with a sniper rifle. Well, since the most recent release, sniper rifle and artillery barrages. Ah, the Commonwealth. The Boston Commonwealth. Well, I sort of did. It's just, the thing is, the game is, you need to have a little bit of a niche. Like, either you're a fan of magic users, or you're a fan of sword and shield, or medieval play, or you're a fan of first-person shooters. That's pretty much the whole way the games actually boil down to. And Bethesda actually did a great job of picking up the IP because they realized that they can't always cater to both fantasies at the same time, so that's the reason why they actually went with, Fallout. And Fallout just caters to those that enjoy FPS shooters, but they also wanted to cater to their natural fans that come from Skyrim as well, which was putting, keeping the whole bats thing alive as well, or doing the melee combat in first person. Alrighty, James, take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. You have a wonderful night. I guess I'll probably catch you next time. Well, also the same can be said for Fallout as well, Willow. Although, granted, I wish you could actually just do like a background generator, like basically say where your lineage and whatnot originated from, so that way you could just say, oh, I belonged here. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of sad because you just wish that you could create your own backstory. But most of the Skyrim games, they just start off with, "Oh, you're you're just a survivor. Okay, you don't know what your past was. Okay, cool." And kind of they did the same for Fallout 4. They tried to kind of do that, but it was kind of hard to do. So you were in Fallout 3, you were the Vault Dweller. In Fallout New Vegas, you were the delivery boy slash girl, or the courier. That's what it was. Yes. And then Fallout 4, you were essentially, well, y'all know, the lone survivor. Although, granted, a lot of folks actually, in my opinion, I'm sure would actually agree with me, which is being able to actually live in the pre-war era would have been frickin' awesome. Just to experience the game before the whole nuclear holocaust. Don't forget faction, race, and gender as well. Because all those are different builds as well. Just FYI for you there, Willow. So you were a smidge different. Well, I will admit, that's part of the reason why I enjoyed Fallout 3 was because they actually did the music from the era, so I actually enjoyed that myself personally. So, I mean, it was kind of hard for them to actually say, you know, you can't use this music. Even though in the original Fallout and Fallout Tactics, they didn't really have any music to begin with. So, it's kind of a give and take, to be perfectly honest. I read the word yawn and now I'm still yawning. Well, it's possible. Most of the yawning that they happen to get from most of the games are stock audio from stock libraries, like predetermined and whatnot. So. You can't get 3 to work? Well, it's probably because it was so heavily focused on using Windows Live for its gameplay. So. Granted, I could have sworn that they had Fallout 3 for Steam, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to actually get it back on Steam again. So that way I just have a nostalgia piece to roll back to. Somebody said, "Hey, do you happen to have Fallout 3?" And yeah, I do. I don't see it in your Steam library. Yep, that's right, Willow. It does give you a nice balance to build from. So basically, it's about the same as any RPG game out there, where you basically build from a backstory or a class build. So, for example, Steamworks Arcanum, that game actually had a very wide assortment of things, although granted when I actually tried to read through it the first time I played it, I realized my microphone was broken at that time too, so I couldn't really do a whole lot about it, so no one got to hear me actually speak every single backstory in that at all. That was really close. For the reason why I am happy that the B key is currently lit up on my keyboard right now. And after I'm done doing this run, actually here, I'm just going to show you all this real quick. So yeah, I have all my keys lit up in different ways. So not too sure how well you could all see it, but I tried my best. So I can actually change this around so that way it lights up certain keys for certain games I have to play for, which would be the most important keys that are important for me not to press while I'm in the midst of driving, or those that are very important to me to actually keep my focus on for quick selections. So that's the reason why I love this keyboard right now, is because I can actually micro-program each individual key to have its own special lighting. I mean, even the space bar is even lit up. Sort of. I could change up the colors for my macro keys, such as which one is my actual push-to-talk backup key. Well, I haven't accessed the games that I got from MyJinx yet, but yeah, I own quite a few number of games. Wait, what games does it say I got? Because if it was something that was gifted to me as a gag from the guys I happen to support in the military, then yeah, they send me adult games every once in a while. I'll admit to those. I mean, hell, Sergeant Brony, he's a Marine, and he actually got his own special little underwater exploration world in World of Diving. there's one that I'm really looking to get my hands on, which is called Steam Hammer, where it's a steampunk game where apparently it's a you have to build, live, and survive in a steampunk world. I know Rennie, you'd probably want to jump in for that one, but I'm hoping to try and get that soon from somebody, because she was asking if there was anything on my wish list I was still wanting that she was interested in giving me, so I'm going to give her a chance to find it. If she's interested in gifting me that. If not, it's more of I'm trying to find a co-op game so that way she and I can play together. Although I'm probably not going to be broadcasting it. To go that Rennie. As for me, my payday was actually on Friday, and that was when I started my vacation time. And it was so desperately needed too. I was just so happy to turn off the alarm Friday, to actually have the alarm completely turned off and just wake up at whatever time I wished. And it was glorious waking up at 10 o'clock without having to wake up to a single alarm at all, or having to be alerted or woken up by something else. It was great. I mean, this whole week, I'm really looking forward to it. Just sleeping, doing whatever I want for sleep. It was just really funny. It went from sort of like desert grass to suddenly bright green grass. So there we go. Now we're back at desert grass. was interesting, finding random road work there. No! Forgot about the way station. We're going to the way station. Apparently the dog's trying to get my attention right now, too. I don't care what she wants. I don't want her attention. I don't want her love. What? You want love? Come on. Come on up here. Come on. Say hello to everyone. Come on. Come on. Jump up. Come on. Alright, never mind. Can't be important enough. She doesn't want to jump up in my lap. Yes, Minnie, that's right. We do have Maggie here. You gonna say hello to people? You gonna say hi, Maggie? Come on, puppy. You gonna say hello? No, you're right, Willow. She is not a cat, although she acts more like a cat than anything else. Although there is one thing I can say about her. When she doesn't want to be picked up, she only bites. She doesn't claw at me. Well, actually, she can try to claw at me, but she doesn't get very far when she claws. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Rainy. I didn't mean to bring that up. Still, I am sorry to hear about your cat, though, Rainy. I'm sorry that it had to happen so close to Christmas. So I know how hard it is to lose a pet so close to events, family coming together for things. So. I mean, I actually, probably the worst thing I ever had was to hear that we had to put down Abigail, our poor puppy Abby, on the same day that we were burying my grandfather. So she was easily distraught over that factor. So dog, what are you doing? I can see you resting on my arm, but I kind of need that arm in the game right now. No. Okay, fine. You can sleep on my arm. I reprogrammed most of the keys so that way I can actually switch between hands while playing this. Sort of. I mean, if I could, Rennie, I'd send you this dog in a heartbeat, but she's not mine. She's my parents'. And the only reason why she's in my care for today is because the parents are currently out of the house, so apparently she wants some cuddle time and probably needs to go outside, so I'll probably let her out here once I get done with this delivery. So, all right, pup, I need you to get up. Come on. Get my arm back. Come on. Maggie. Get up. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no offense taken. So if you're gonna wait, you can wait. I mean, you need to take time. Basically, you don't want to feel like you're replacing your best friend and companion. So. Why are you trying to get underneath my arm? Come on, you yahoo! I'm gonna have to come back around. What the? It's right, I am feeling frustrated. This is what road rage is like, Maggie. This is the road rage you don't see me having when I take you for those little car rides. See, look at the game screen. Except normally you're not in the driver's seat with me, so. Why do you have your face on my space bar? That's holding up traffic. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. Here you go. Stand and watch there. What? You can watch. You can watch the screen. I know you can. Dogs just can't see CRT monitors. You can actually see LCD screens.
Oh, Willow!
You have chocolate milk? Oh, you devil child, you. You have something delicious. Well, as for me, I actually have chocolate milkshake, so I guess I can't really say a whole lot about myself either. But still, nonetheless, congratulations. Yeah, I know the feeling with acid reflux, but sadly enough, the best way to actually correct the issues with your stomach is you're actually supposed to cut back on the amount of milk, actually. It can actually wreak havoc for your digestive tract if you happen to have acid reflux issues. Even though milk is probably the best solution you can get for... What the... Maggie, I don't want... No, leave your butt away from me. Go on. I'll be happy to see your face, but not your butt. Oh, that's still good nonetheless. So, basically what I found is the more water you drink, the better it works out. And then there's digestive gummies and radish. Probably the two leading things. You might want to double check on that. See what they have to say. All I know is what I'm on for my acid reflux. And they just told me, cut out cheese as much as you can, so cut out dairy products as much as possible. Too much can upset your stomach, so... That's right, dog. I'm holding you hostage. I'm holding you hostage under my beard. Yeah! Alrighty, and with that, I'm actually going to save this because that should be, yep, in the upper portion here it says event was completed. So now all I need to do is open up the event page. Alright, let's head on up to the nearest mod shop. check out, see what these new little goodies are. You should be drinking a cup a day. Well, don't let me circumvent your doctor. I mean, they're the one that went to med school for 4 years. Me, I only went to IT school. I mean, I can tell you what you should be doing for your networking, but I can't tell you what to be doing for your stomach care. I'm 30 years old. All I know is I love bread and meats and potatoes. What type of egg? Scrambled, over easy, deviled, or boiled? Poached? Oh, onions and garlic? Oh, that's not going to do you a whole lot of good at all. Although I will admit I do enjoy garlic, but that's too much spice. Tell your mom and pop no garlic. Or if they're going to use garlic, just use a slight hint of it. I'd say probably go with the crushed garlic and only go with the garlic juice, so that way it actually should probably settle better for your stomach. Because in that way it's just the juices and not the actual garlic clove itself. Well, of course I'm going to slam in you, sir and or madam. You're taking too long in the intersection. Oh, snowman trucker, polar bear beast, or a plush bear. Polar bear, snowman trucker. I'm gonna go with the polar bear, even though I'm pretty sure if Wowo was to actually be playing this right now, I'm sure this would be right up his alley for something he'd be playing with, which would be, I mean, we always joke around saying that he's the teddy bear of all of us broadcasters, so. I know, I'm aware. This is a true polar bear, and we all know it is not the correct one. This is more of a grizzly bear, but somebody should write an angry letter to the developers, and I sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Or I can get the Frosty the Snowman trucker. Yeah, I admit, some of these look pretty good. Not exactly preferred. But, anyways, keeping this because it looks pretty. Actually, this one actually does look pretty cool, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna keep the grizzly bear. Ah, sorry, Willow, there are no bobbleheads. Snowman looks pretty cute. All right, I guess I'll keep the snowman then. Since you have been supporting me already, I'll keep the snowman. Since you get to choose my interior decoration instead of my exterior decorations, I'll just leave it to me. Let's see here. Can't upgrade that. Already upgraded. Can't do any further. Well, I think that it's not really much. And that just increases the aerodynamics, so I keep that as is. Alright, let's go ahead and repair the truck while we're at it. Then, before I get off, I'm actually going to purchase... It could have been a free air freshener. And then before I get off, I'm going to purchase the shop here as well, this garage. Just so that I can make use of it for next time. Next time I'm in the area. So there we go. I show on my exterior and in my cab that I managed to complete Tier 2 Christmas present deliveries in ATS. I wonder if that also ties in for additional goodies that can be traded through the Steam store. Oh wait, apparently I also got a new background as well. On Top of the World and paint job Crystal Dream? Crystal Dream. Is that what I just selected? I mean, here, let's look at it from one of my other ones. Let's look at this one. Crystal... Hawaiian Beauty, yes. Let's see. So... Oh, actually that looks a heck of a lot better than the X for Xmas. Yeah, Crystal Dream. Actually, I'm gonna save this along with and a snowman plushie. Actually, we're gonna put a grizzly bear so that way. Oh yeah, Willow, I can customize it further, but I'm not personally going to customize it myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this now, because technically I'm using the last of my money, and B, I'm actually going to have to call it quits for here. So thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned for when I do happen to go live with Shadow of War. But I'm going to take care of the dog. She's acting like she wants something, and I have to play 20 questions and figure out what that is, and I will be returning after I finish troubleshooting to get my Yeti microphone up and running, rather than having to deal with my microphone on my webcam. So, I will return. So, in the meantime, I give you all 2 hours of bonus points. Make use of those in joining the Discord or on Stream Elements, because even if you want to see me play a game this week, I will actually be looking at those.